Thanks for tuning in. This is Ty. I'm going to be talking about Digibyte. This is going to be a fairly in-depth overview of Digibyte. We're going to look at some of the features, some of the technical, and what's special about Digibyte. I'm going to tell you what I like about it and then some of my concerns. At the end of the video, I'll give you a price prediction where I could see it going this year. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. Those of you new to my channel, I usually do fairly in-depth overviews where you can gain a bigger understanding on the coin. If you're looking for a short, sweet video of, hey, this coin's going to moon, clickbait type video, this is probably not the type of video you want to watch. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe for videos like this and more to come. So let's go ahead and just get right into it. What is Digibyte? Digibyte has been around for quite a long time. It's been around for 4 years, which is almost ages in the crypto world. Digibyte was a fork of Litecoin 4 years ago. It's similar in Litecoin as it's really quick, but it's actually much quicker than Litecoin and can handle a lot more transactions per second than Litecoin. It has a lot of different other features, such as there's 5 mining algorithms to mine Digibyte, and a lot more we'll kind of go into. I start out with my videos kind of going into the community and how you can connect with the community. You can go to the Digibyte website at digibyte.co. You can go to the community tab and you can connect with them on a number of different ways. They're on Twitter. Their Twitter is actually really impressive. You can go to their Twitter and it has over 144,000 followers, which is just a huge community. There's a lot of top 10 coins that don't even have over 100,000. They've been around for a long time, but they have a huge community, and that's, I think, a very strong point of Digibyte and something they're well known for. A lot of people know about Digibyte. They're extremely active on it. A lot of times they post multiple times. They do a lot of different retweets, but they're very active on their Twitter, and they've got a very big following. They have a lot of retweets and everything like that. You can also connect with them on YouTube. YouTube, they haven't put out a video in over 11 months. I'd like to see them put out more videos and then just kind of explaining it, maybe with their founders or their community members. Their main community members do a lot of interviews, so you can check out other YouTubers and see some of those. They're on Facebook, their GitHub. They're actually pretty active on GitHub. A lot of these older coins, like say Dogecoin or something like that, you don't see really, Dogecoin I don't think that has really had any activity in a few years. You don't see a lot of activity on GitHub, but it's very active, especially for a coin, being 4 years ago. They're on LinkedIn, and then their Reddit. Their Reddit is, I think it's a fairly reliable source, and it's one of the more active Reddits for a coin. You can also, they're on Bitcoin Talk, and they have almost 1,800 pages on Bitcoin Talk, which is pretty insane. I mean, that's a lot. But again, they have been around for over 4 years. I didn't find a whole lot of useful information on Bitcoin Talk. There's just a lot of FUD and a lot of back and forth. I scanned it pretty thoroughly, and I just didn't find a whole lot of information. If you want to really connect with them, you need to go to their Telegram. They have multiple channels on their Telegram, so if you have like a support question, you can go to their Telegram support, a marketing question. Their main channel has almost 14,000 members on it, so it's pretty active. I always like seeing a very active coin, and especially a coin being so old, to have like such a strong community is a big thing. If you really want any questions answered, go to their Telegram. You probably should go to the correct Telegram channel, like if you have a technical question. Overall, I think the Telegram was very informative. The Discord channel, they actually don't have a Discord. I kind of wish they would have a Discord, especially having so many multiple channels. It's just easier for Discord to just hop between rooms versus go to completely different channels in Telegram. Now, next I want to talk about the actual coin details. You can go to that on their blockchain. We're going to talk about the actual coin at first. It was started in January 10th of 2014, so it's over 4 years old, like I said. It is public, decentralized, multi-algorithm. The decentralized, Digibyte really prides itself on being probably one of the most decentralized coins in existence, and I would probably argue that they are correct on that. They have over 200,000 nodes with Digibyte. And then having the multi-algorithms, the 5 algorithms, there's not like ASICs don't rule it all, like kind of how Bitcoin is, where everything that is mining Bitcoin is really ASICs. So it is very decentralized, and I think it will continue to be decentralized. They say this is one of the most important aspects of it. There is 21 billion digibytes going to be mined, and that's 21 years from existence. So the year 2035, everything will be mined. And at that time, there will be no, obviously, block reward because all the digibytes will be mined. So hopefully all the transaction fees will keep miners interested. The transaction fees are extremely cheap with Digibyte. It is like less than a penny or sometimes a penny, which is great because you look at Bitcoin. Right now, the mempool is pretty low with Bitcoin, so you can get a transaction for like 20 cents to $2, depending on kind of what wallet you send it on. But we've seen Bitcoin transaction fees be up to like $50. And so that's a really nice aspect of it. The block reward reduction is 1% less every month. And then there is 5 mining algorithms, which we'll get into here in a second. The block timing is 15-second blocks. You can look at like Litecoin. It's, Litecoin's a really quick coin. It's 2.5 blocks. So it is a very quick block time. There is kind of concerns on orphan blocks, but Digibyte has implemented technology to prevent orphan blocks with such a small block time. They do have a difficulty readjustment for every block in all 5 different mining algorithms. They use something called Digishield, which is specific to Digibyte. It readjusts every single block where you can actually decrease more than you can increase. If like a big pool left, they kind of use examples. Sometimes what happens with coins is there'll be a couple pools that come into a coin and then mine up a whole bunch of coins and then drop all the coins, making the price decrease. And then after the difficulty has increased really high, they'll leave that pool, go to a different coin, and then the difficulty is so high, it's hard to, it sometimes could take maybe 1 or 2 days to mine that next block, where it should be 15 seconds. So they do have technology that they have with Digibyte. And actually, kind of a little interesting fact is Dogecoin implemented the Digishield into their coin. They've had 4 different hard forks and then 3 different soft forks. Current supply is, it says 8 billion, but that's 2017, so they need to update their website. It's actually about 10 billion now. And the inflation is 12%. I wish the inflation was a little bit lower. I think that's kind of, I guess it would be lower because that's in 2017. It might be 11% right now, or, you could easily do the math. But 12% inflation, I think it is, it's a little bit higher than I like on a coin. You can look at just normal fiat. I mean, it's debatable what the normal fiat cash is with inflation, but it's anywhere from 2 to 5% inflation a year. So 12% is a little bit higher than I'd like to see. And then the block reward is 842 digibytes per block, which happens every 15 seconds. Now, I want to talk about the 5 different mining algorithms. I think this is really neat. I don't know any other coin that uses this, and this is a way to keep it decentralized and then have, let everybody have skin in the game on mining, where they're not buying, really expensive ASICs miners. You can use expensive ASICs miners to mine Digibyte, and actually every one of these mining algorithms, you could actually use an ASICs miner, but SHA-256, which is familiar with Bitcoin, is specifically really, you really need to be a ASICs miner to do SHA-256, but a lot of them are more friendly to CPU and GPU and the kind of more ASICs mining resistant. And so what happens with their 5 different mining algorithms is each one actually has a 20% chance of mining the next block, so it kind of alternates. And let me look at the blockchain explorer on Digibyte. And so you can see which one actually mined each block and then see, how many transactions per block there are. Now, Digibyte can right now have about 500 transactions per second. And so, we're nowhere near where it needs to be, but if it had like really mass adoption, then it right now, currently at the current state, it could have about 500 transactions per second. So you can see there's only, average of maybe 2 or 3 transactions per block, but you can see kind of what mining algorithm mined that block. And then what's kind of neat about Digibyte also is there are block size changes for kind of how many transactions. This will be a different kind of block size depending on how many transactions there are, like what's in that block, what's in that transaction block. Digibyte is going to scale their maximum block size every 2 years. And so every 2 years it will be able to increase their block size, where they say they're, by 2020, they'll have over 2,000 transactions per second, or capability of having 2,000 transactions per second. Josiah, which was one of the members of Digibyte, went on an interview and they said currently at Digibyte, they could handle all of the top 50 coins transactions of like how many transactions there are. I haven't double checked this, but I'll take his word for it because I'm sure he said he checked it. But that's, just have the ability to do so many transactions per second. It's nowhere near full, obviously, with 1 or 2 transactions. But just to have that ability, that's what some coins just bank on, like say, Bitcoin Cash, where they say, they can do so many transactions per second, but there's really not a whole lot of transactions. This could actually do quite a bit more transactions per second than Bitcoin Cash. So that's kind of how the blocks work and how it's going to increase and how the size changes in the mining algorithms. So if you want to mine it, it's really easy. A guy named Patrick, he's actually not even a member. He's not paid. He came out with a one-click miner, which I'll link that in the description, where it's just really easy to set it up on your CPU or GPU if you want to mine digibytes. The next thing kind of talks about is the transactions per second. Like I said, this right now they could do 500, capability of doing 560 transactions per second. It says Visa can do 2,000 right now, which I've heard Visa can do like 40 to 60,000. I think on average they do around 2,000 to 4,000. I could be wrong on that, but I've heard that before. But on the website it does say 2,000 transactions per second. PayPal can do 130 transactions per second. So just the capability of this. It does a comparison of Bitcoin, or Bitcoin, those of you that don't know, Bitcoin is actually about 6 to 8 transactions. On the website it says 4 to 7. The speed, Bitcoin is 10-minute blocks, and then there's 15-second blocks. The algorithms, 5 different algorithms, where Bitcoin is SHA-256, which is A6 really. You can talk about decentralization. They have 190,000 nodes. Bitcoin has around 7,000 nodes that have the blockchain. And then difficulty readjustment, we kind of talked about that. Bitcoin, it's 2016 blocks, and then with Digibyte, it's real time. It's a 1,000 to 1 coin ratio with Bitcoin. You can see kind of the curve on how the supply of Digibytes will be mined into existence over time. The Digibyte asset system, their Digibyte's got a lot of different things that I don't think really is utilized, but they are talking about doing messaging. You can put stuff in the ledger where, like, if you want to prove you signed something at a certain time, I could say, I could have like a legal document or something like that I give Alice and I sign it and then put that in the blockchain. Well, then it's in the blockchain and it's kind of you can't refute it because it's in the blockchain at that certain time. So it's kind of a way to like notarize something. But they have a lot of different things. They had a gaming system where they introduced Digibyte, where they said, it could be used as a gaming token. And for the speed and everything like that, it definitely could have. They had their own server on Minecraft, but we can actually go to the Digibyte Twitter. And I guess that kind of stopped last year. You can see their pinned tweet. It says, due to ongoing DDoS attacks, we have had to shut down DGB Gaming until we can get regrouped. There hasn't been any word on that. And I think what they were spending a whole lot more money than they were making. I saw you could play like World of Warcraft and then you could do certain things and make money, and then Minecraft. I think Digibyte's price really skyrocketed kind of at that time as well. A lot of people thought a lot of gaming industry would pick it up. So there's not really anything been utilized on that. Let's talk about more things with Digibyte. There is a application layer, and so you can have decentralized apps, and people can, you could even run an ICO on Digibyte. One thing I want to make clear is Digibyte was not a ICO. And so you've got to realize they don't have the capital that a lot of new coins have. They really rely a lot on fundraising and donations and stuff like that, but they never had a ICO. That is it's a good and a bad, because there are other coins like Tron where they raise, ridiculous amount of money, and they can spend that money on, marketing and pumping up the price. where Digibyte only has a limited amount of money. Jared Tate, I do kind of want to talk about the founder a little bit. Jared Tate is the founder, and he has been full-time with Digibyte since its start, and I think that says a lot. The guy, I mean, he's not making a ton of money. There's not pre-mine. There was not an ICO. For him to do full-time Digibyte, he's working on the code. He's in the community. That says a lot. And then not to have a ICO, because after 9 months, 60% ICOs don't exist anymore. And so there are a lot of scam ICOs, but it is a good thing and a bad thing where they don't have maybe the funds that they should have to do the marketing and to do the development, but they rely on their community, and good thing their community is very large and they're very generous on making sure that the Digibyte platform continues to exist and upgrade. That you can do Digibyte apps and then smart contracts on there. Number 2 is the digital asset public ledger layer. It is immutable public ledger, like they've never gone and forked something to change the blockchain. The blockchain has not changed since its existence, which, you know, it's up like 6 million blocks, ridiculous. And then the mining security with the 5 different mining algorithms. And then their core protocol, you can build something on top of Digibyte. The wallets, one thing really nice about it is they have a ridiculous amount of wallets, and they are working right now on the Exodus wallet coming soon, but they do have a ton of different wallets. They have Windows, Linux, Mac OS. They even have a Chrome extension where you can have a Chrome extension, have your wallet in there. The apps for like Android and iOS, they aren't in the marketplace right now. They're in beta. They used to have a iOS app, but then Apple a few years ago decided they did not want to associate anything with crypto. They kind of got rid of almost all the crypto apps, and then their app got taken off. So both of these apps are in beta, and they should be released definitely this year on iOS and Android. They had a contest on designs and stuff for their mobile apps. And I think the mobile apps, they're going to be very slick, very nice looking. I'm looking forward to seeing their mobile apps. Hopefully it comes out in Q1 or even Q2 this year. We'll see. And that's kind of about it. They do have the DGB Foundation. And what this does is they try and do a lot of education for people to know what Digibyte is, how it's different. They do a lot of outreach as far as like partnerships with companies. I haven't seen really what partnerships they have. I wish I could see a lot more partnerships coming. They are always trying to get on different exchanges. It's very impressive with Digibyte. They are on almost 60 different exchanges, which is just insane. They're on a lot of large exchanges and a lot of small exchanges. So granted, most exchanges, if you're on exchange, you'll be able to buy Digibyte on it. And then their development, they're always developing on Digibyte. One thing you're not going to find on their website is a white paper or a roadmap. They used to have a roadmap on the website. I don't know why they took it down. I really like seeing a roadmap because I want to know, what are they working on? What are they going to accomplish this year? What are they going to accomplish next year? What's their plans 4 years from now? You don't have those clear goals. It's hard to, number one, accomplish those goals, and then number two, for the community to like really see of what you're accomplishing and if you're reaching those goals. I think it's always good to set those goals and then make it transparent for the community to see. With the white paper, they said they don't have a white paper because ICOs, a lot of ICOs use white paper. Obviously, Digibyte did not do a ICO, and so they don't have a white paper. I always like seeing white papers. I always read the white papers because I want to see all the technical details about Digibyte. I want to know everything on it. Digibyte's been around for over 4 years, and I think they should have a white paper. It's kind of hard to find just real good details about Digibyte. Their website is pretty comprehensive, but again, I just want to see one paper with everything in it. And so I don't have to go searching all over the internet and all over Reddit and then all over their Telegram to find information about it. Well, that is my overview of it and kind of what Digibyte is. There is some other aspects about it that I haven't really touched because there's a lot of different things that they're trying to do, and but those are the key details about Digibyte and kind of what makes it different. Here's some of the things that I like about Digibyte. Number one, I like that it's been around for so long. For over 4 years, that's a very solid record on it. And then for the founder to be completely very active full-time in Digibyte for over 4 years, that he hasn't jumped ship. And I mean, he could have started many different coins and become probably very rich. He's not becoming rich on Digibyte, and he's actively in the community and developing in it. I think that says a lot. It's got a very big track record on it. I think a lot of, different platforms could utilize Digibyte because they have such a long proven track record with this, where there's just so many coins that are less than 2 years or 1 year old. There's so many coins coming into existence. That's the biggest thing I like about Digibyte. Number 2 is I like the multiple mining algorithms. I think that's really cool that anybody can, have skin in the game and mine for Digibyte. And then also for the decentralization. I like that Digibyte is quick and it would be able to fulfill a lot of transactions per second. Obviously, those transactions aren't full at all, but you never know. Digibyte might get very popular and it could be used very widely, and so it might need all those transactions per second. The last thing that I really like about it is the community. They have such a solid and big community that is very important on a coin. 144,000 followers on Twitter. I mean, that's huge. And then almost 14,000 in their Telegram. Their community is very large. And so I think that speaks volume on a coin. A coin's price can go up on such a huge community. That's some of the things I liked about Digibyte. Now, here's some of the concerns I have with Digibyte. Number 1 is funding. They don't have a lot of funding. And so things are getting developed, but it might be slower than what we're kind of used to or that we really want. They don't have a lot of funding for marketing. They rely a lot on donations from the community, which I think is great, but they don't have a lot of funding. And so you're not going to see a whole lot of marketing. They do a lot of marketing. They did pay a marketing firm, but funding, I think, is a I wish they had more funding to do more things with it and to develop it maybe quicker. Number 2 is they don't have a roadmap and white paper. I really dislike this. Like I said, I want to see a roadmap. I want to see clear goals. I want to see a white paper. I want to see all the technical details without searching all over the internet. I think just having a white paper and a roadmap really speaks volume on it, and a well-written one, because there's a lot of just crap roadmaps and white paper where you might as well not have white paper or roadmap. The third thing that kind of concerns me with Digibyte is their direction. They don't have a real clear direction. We don't have a roadmap to see what's going on. It seems like they step their foot in a lot of different waters and test a lot of different waters. I don't know where their clear direction, how they're going to differentiate from other coins other than be really quick and be decentralized with multiple different mining algorithms. What are they going to really try to do to stand out from different coins? Those are my concerns on it. Now let's jump over to CoinMarketCap and look at the price. Now, Digibyte currently is about 2.5 cents. At its high, it was over 10 cents, and that was in January. That's when all the altcoins and every single thing you could throw a dart and pick a winner, everything was booming. It had over $1 billion market cap, and it was going very well. It also had a really big boom in June of 2017, and that's kind of when all the gaming happened. They actually won a contest, and then funny enough, CNBC actually had Digibyte on it, and it was one of their picks, and kind of soon after CNBC had it on, and then Digibyte kind of started dumping after that. Don't ever buy anything that CNBC recommends. Actually, if CNBC recommends something, you should probably sell that coin right away, or maybe even short it. The markets you can buy Digibyte, I mean, look at that. It's ridiculous. You will notice that they aren't on Binance. Apparently, Binance wanted like $100,000 to list it, and then it may not even list it. There's a lot of back and forth on that. I'm not sure about the whole Binance thing, and I don't know if they ever will be listed on Binance, but they're on Bittrex, Poloniex, and those of you that know, Circle actually, bought out Poloniex, so I think that's actually a really big thing. The market cap is 244 million. Currently, I do not own Digibyte. I have owned Digibyte many times. I've swing traded Digibyte and made a decent amount of money. Digibyte is I've followed Digibyte for probably over 3 years. I'm pretty familiar with Digibyte and the price. And it's a fairly predictable price with Bitcoin. It just kind of follows Bitcoin and some of the main currencies. I don't see you getting rich overnight, or even in the next 6 months with Digibyte. Do I see it having some possibly organic growth? Yes, I do, if the crypto market goes well, because what I've seen with Digibyte, I've done well swing trading it, but I've seen long term it really follows the market pretty closely. And them not having a whole lot of marketing, I don't see, unless there's going to be a huge pump and dump or something like that, which I think there kind of has been a little pump and dumps with it, is I don't see it just pumping going parabolic. I don't think you're going to get rich overnight. I think it's going to follow the market pretty well. You can look on the Telegram, a lot of people say, oh, it's going to be $1 before this year. I actually do not see that happening. If it was going to be $1 this year, I mean, that's going to be a 50-fold increase. And so you're going to have a market cap of $10 billion. That's, that's right now, that's a top 5 coin. I just don't see that happening of $1. I think this coin is going to kind of be consistent with the growth of the cryptocurrency market. So it really depends, and it's really hard to say of where this coin is going to go. I think we can see, definitely, we can see like 5 to 10 cents. If it's 10 cents, then we're going to see a $1 billion market cap like we've seen before. I do have a hard time seeing 10 cents though. I think their development is going to have to really increase and them come out or have like a really strong partnership. If they have a strong partnership and they have some really awesome development, sure, that might be possible. So overall, I think at the end of the year, I mean, we could see 10 cents. It just really depends on the whole crypto market. I hope this isn't FUD or anything like that. If it's 10 cents, that's a 5-fold increase. And shoot, I would take a 5-fold increase in less than 12 months any day. But I do kind of realistically seeing this, if the cryptocurrency market keeps at what it is, I see this being maybe 5 to 7 cents at the end of the year. I've seen this coin, I've seen the price for a very long time and see how it does. That's my prediction, but please do your own research. And I'm not a financial advisor. Don't invest more than you have, yada, yada. So what do you think? Do you hold Digibyte? What do you think is innovative? Did I get anything wrong on the video? Please let me know. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe for videos like this. Like and comment. If you comment with more information, that really helps me. And if I do another video on Digibyte, it really helps me on my next video. I always try and get back to comments. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. Thank you.